Friedrich Hayek was born in Vienna in 1899 at the fading edge of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, an environment that would deeply shape his lifelong suspicion of centralized power. Trained in law and economics at the University of Vienna, Hayek became part of the Austrian School of Economics, alongside thinkers who believed markets were not mechanical systems to be engineered, but organic orders that evolved from human action. Hayek's core insight was simple. Knowledge in society is fragmented. No central authority, no matter how intelligent or well-intentioned, can ever possess the dispersed, local, constantly changing information held by millions of individuals. Prices, Hayek argued, are not just numbers, they're signals. They communicate scarcity, demand, and opportunity across society without any planner directing them. When governments distort prices through controls, subsidies, or planning, they blind themselves to reality. This idea placed Hayek in direct opposition to socialism and economic planning, which had gained prestige during the Great Depression and World War II. While many intellectuals believed centralized planning was more scientific and humane, Hayek warned that it required coercion. Planning demanded obedience, because disagreement disrupted the plan. In his most famous work, The Road to Serfdom, Hayek argued that economic control inevitably leads to political control. Not because planners are evil, but because enforcing a single plan over a pluralistic society requires force. Hayek did not defend markets because they were perfect. He defended them because they were humble. Markets accept human ignorance and work around it. Planning denies ignorance and attempts to replace it with authority. For Hayek, freedom was not the absence of all rules, but the presence of general predictable rules, what he called the rule of law, that allowed individuals to plan their own lives. Politically, Hayek rejected both authoritarianism and unlimited democracy. He feared that democracy, untethered from constitutional limits, could become just another form of centralized power. Liberty, he believed, required restraints on what governments could do, even when acting in the name of the majority. But there are certainly criticisms of his views on some specific regimes, for example, his alleged support for Pinochet in Chile. By the late 20th century, Hayek's ideas, once dismissed, regained influence as planned economies stagnated and collapsed. Awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1974, Hayek lived long enough to see history vindicate his central warning. A society that tries to control everything understands nothing and loses its freedom in the process. Hayek died in Germany in 1992.